So today we are zeroing and I'm going to do a little Q&A. I posted on my community page if you guys had any questions, so I'm going to answer as many as I can get through. So the first one was asking if I like my chicken tramper pouch, and I do. I'm enjoying it very much so. I keep my hand sanitizer and my chapstick in the little mesh pocket, and I keep my phone in the big pocket, and then sometimes I put snacks in there as well. The next question was asking about my layers for when I am hiking. So typically most mornings I start off, I just have a regular like short sleeve shirt that I hike in. But I'll typically start off with at least my fleece on over it. That'll come on and off throughout the day. Lately it's been cold enough to where I keep the fleece on all day. And then a few mornings lately I've started with my puffy on just because it's so cold. But I try not to start with the puffy because you get hot very quickly, and also you don't want it to get wet because it is down. And then I also have gloves I typically wear, as well as I have a bandana I keep around my neck and then a bandana I have on my head. And that's kind of my cold layers. I don't really have anything too special. If you want to check out my gear list, you can see like specifics of the actual items that I wear, but pretty much what I have on that gear list is what I'm still carrying now. The next question was asking me how my pack is doing. It is doing pretty well. They're asking if I had any shoulder pain. I haven't really had any shoulder pain other than when we started the Smokies. I had like 6 days worth of food in there and that was a little heavy. But other than that, I've been fine. As far as shoulder pain goes, pack's been pretty good. Shoe-wise, pretty good. I'm having feet pain, ankle pain and all that, but I think that more has to do with the amount of miles we're pushing and not so much the shoes. But when I do go to get new shoes in a couple 100 miles, I'll be checking with the outfitter and seeing what their recommendations are as far as shoes go. So enjoying going Nobo rather than Sobo, and I'd say yeah. I don't know what it's like to go Sobo, so but I'm enjoying going Nobo. Been meeting some pretty interesting folks out on the trail. And then they also asked would I change my like start date. I wouldn't change my start date, but the last like week or so has been really cold, so I don't know what's been going on with that, but hopefully it'll get warm here soon. But the first couple weeks were great, so I wouldn't necessarily change my start date, no. The next question asked if I've had many down days, and yeah. I would definitely say I've had some pretty down days. Honestly, it's pretty tough out here mentally, physically. Like you're just drained all the time out here, so it's been pretty tough. And then like constantly just having to like readjust and like keep walking has been tough. So yeah, I'd say I've had some down days, but lately I've been okay, so yeah. Okay, so I got a question asking about the classroom and how does it feel to be free of the demands of the classroom. It's been quite nice to not have to get up every day at 5:30 and go and deal with all the craziness that is teaching in an elementary school these days. So yeah, it's been pretty nice. I do miss the kiddos. I sent them a couple of postcards, and I've been keeping in touch with my coworkers. I have one coworker who I'll send updates to, and then she kind of updates everyone else. So I do miss them, but it is nice to not have to deal with all that extra stress from the classroom. The next question asks, do I find myself playing any games while I'm hiking? Do I listen to audiobooks, music, and like how often? I don't really play any games while hiking. I mean, we were in town in Gatlinburg recently and we played Phase 10, but like while hiking, not really. But I do listen to audiobooks and music. I've finished the first Harry Potter. And then my plan was to watch the movie and then listen to the next one and watch the movie, and that would get me through a long time, but I haven't gotten around to watching the movie because we've been sleeping in the shelters lately, so I can't watch the movie at night. But anywho, and then I've been listening to some podcasts. If you guys have been following along with the videos, I've been talking about how I've been listening to the Rise and Run podcast and a couple other podcasts the last couple days in the Smokies. And then these last couple days I've been listening to music pretty much like all day. I've just been trying to keep my mood uplifted and like enjoying the hiking. And then once I get like in the swing of things, I think I'll probably drop the music for a little while, but for now it's been keeping me entertained throughout the day. The next question was asking me if there was any gear that I've been impressed by or not impressed by. Honestly, all my gear I've used before, so like there's nothing like new in my system to where there's not really any surprises. But one thing I did just pick up, and it's charging right now, is the little like air pump thing that like fills up your sleeping bag or sleeping pad. I didn't want to bring it because a lot of other people have said in videos like, oh, it's one more thing to charge, like you're gonna make noise at camp and bug people, and like the charge thing kind of crossed my mind, but more so I didn't want to bug people at camp by like having a air pump essentially pumping up my sleeping pad each night. But the amount of people that actually have them out here on trail, like I was jealous, and like I used a couple other people's and I was like, that's it. So I finally ordered it, came into Hot Springs, that's where I am right now, and I went and just picked it up from Laughing Heart up the road. So I'm very excited to use that and not have to blow up my sleeping pad every night, so yay. So the next question was asking if I have enjoyed my big three. Yes, I absolutely do. I'm thoroughly enjoying my backpack, my sleeping bag, sleep system, and my tent, really enjoying all that. And then they also asked, have I gotten my trail legs yet? And I would say yes in a way and no in a way. I think definitely my like quads and my hamstrings are definitely pretty strong. Like those aren't getting sore anymore. It's more so like my ankles and my knees are still sore at the end of the day, and like my feet. So like trail legs, I think yes, but trail feet and trail knees and trail ankles, no. Next question is trail what I imagined? Basically, like, is it living up to my expectations? And yes in many ways, but no in many ways as well. I am thoroughly enjoying being on trail and like meeting all the people, and like I said, but the hiking is definitely way tougher than I thought it was going to be, for sure. So definitely having a lot more emotional breakdowns than I thought I would have by now, for sure, as well. But you know, it is what it is, and I have extra challenges that other people don't have, so you know, it is what it is. The next question asks, how many times have I tripped or slipped? So far it's been 2. Once was pretty early on, I think at like day 6. I slipped, one foot went one way, one foot went the other way in some mud, and then I landed right up my crack was a tree root, so that was fun. And then the other time was just recently in the Smokies. I slipped down some ice, so yeah. The next question asks, is it easier or harder hiking with someone else? I would definitely say there's pros and cons. Pros being that you have someone else to like share costs with, to hopefully rely on when you're having a down day, and someone else to just kind of like bounce ideas off of, plan, share food with, stuff like that. But it also is tough in the sense that you have to kind of compromise a lot, and you have to think of their needs and whatnot and not just yours. So there's pros and cons to hiking with someone else, for sure. So the next question is the AT harder than I thought? And 1000% harder than what I thought it was going to be. The next question is, what has my interactions with other hikers been like? And for the most part, everyone's been really awesome, really helpful, very friendly. Everyone kind of just wants to make friends out here and wants to be a part of the action. So it's been pretty great. I actually just met Noni today. If you guys watch Noni Hikes, she's awesome. So I just met her actually in the grocery store today in Hot Springs. So that was pretty cool, but everyone's been really great. Awesome. And the last question I got from a couple people, and I think there actually was some other questions, but these are just the ones that I can find right now and like that I have time to edit. But it was, which has been my favorite hostel so far. So I would definitely say Hostel on the Bend was definitely my favorite in Georgia. In North Carolina so far, the place I'm at right now, the Appalachian Trail, has been my favorite. So it's been very chill, quiet, awesome place to be. Yeah, it's just been pretty good. So been thoroughly enjoying my time here on trail. I've been enjoying my zeros as well. So definitely have had some ups and downs, had some days where I didn't know if I was going to make it to the next town or not, but here we are, living life. Tomorrow, the game plan is to get back to Max Patch. We're going to hike back to Hot Springs, stay here again, and then we'll zero the following day, and then I'm going to head on out. My brother is coming, so Cheyenne's husband is coming, and he is going to hike with her, so they have kind of their own plans. But yeah, that's about it. So I'll see you guys all in tomorrow's video. Bye.